Okay guys, so picking up where we left off, so we're going to make a assembly of what we've just made. So we're making the stool. So set in millimeters IAM, create, and if I bring up the PDF of this, and we go to the top. Now, when I put this together, I actually make it in two different assemblies. So I have to assemble together the three different assemblies because I make the frame, that kind of Z looking frame. I then make the seat, and I then put it all together with the footrest connecting it with the seat connecting it as well. So it ends up being three different assemblies that you put together. So we're going to start placing our components. First thing I'm going to make is the seat, because we actually have to do something to that as well. So what we were aiming for was, where are we, seat beam, open. That is definitely not the right drawing. Oh, we're on bench in there, and we go YouTube stool, and we're gonna go with seat's also probably the easiest. And that we 1, 2, 3, 4. Right click OK, and then we'll place the front open. Cool. Because this is the only one that's different, I'm probably going to make this one constrained to the origin points. Constrain, and we'll constrain to there, that one, apply, and then we'll do the end to there, apply. Okay, so now let's constrain all of these to that. So constrain that one to there, apply, and we'll flush these. Constrain that to there, flush the end. These are really loud. And then let's go constrain again. Cancel operation. Flush you with you. Apply. Constrain you with you. Apply. Flush the ends. Apply. We can. Well, we need to constrain again. That one. Apply. And then flush the ends. Apply. Cancel. Now, something that I was working on before. So, like I was saying, we need to put some holes in this as well. So if you remember, we were working on the, we actually already have it, seat support just here, and we have our holes in the top, so they need to go through the seat into those holes, and that's going to make it strong, not move or anything. It's probably not 100% needed, but hey, we're doing it. So now if I go to sketch, and I go, actually I'll probably right click on here. We'll just go, yeah, we'll right click, and I definitely thought I could go to sketch from there. Start 2D sketch on that plane. There we go. I knew there was a way to do it, and I was being silly. So now what we're going to do is zoom in a little bit. Use the end. The problem with it when you're using an assembly is that you can see that it doesn't really snap to it at all, which is frustrating. There we go. And we're going to go, so I want that to be dimension to 19. That way I can just go a line in the middle, put that all the way to the end. She doesn't need to be all the way to the end. And then what we're going to do is, because we know the width of this is 360, I'm actually going to go line from here. I'm going to go 360. I'm going to do a line down the middle, and this way I can just mirror these holes across using the mirror tool. Circle, so we're going to go 1.5. Got another one, 1.5, another one, 9.5. Another one, 9.5. Okay, so then let's dimension these out. Oh, it's going to be close like last time. And done. Okay, so now we need to do is highlight these, mirror, select our mirror line, which is here, go apply, done. Sweet. 3D model, extrude, click on the outside of our holes again. Cool. And we are all cut. So that is now ready to go. And a lot of people didn't know that you could sketch and cut things out and do things still in assembly. Wouldn't 100% recommend it because it's a lot harder to change. You've kind of got just added another process of trying to change things back. But yeah, so I'm going to save that. See assembly. Save that. All right, cool. Now, so we're going to move on to our next assembly, which is going to be the frame, which we already selected everything, which is good. So place component. You might have also noticed, whoa. You might have also noticed that I had the frame. So if you wanted it to be like you could have it alternating, I've got it just going the same way because it's going to have the same strength either way. So I'm going to lock this in place now. So I'm going to use the constrain tool, open up origins, and we'll constrain that way to there, apply, and we'll constrain it to there as well, apply. Okay, now we've got that in place. We can start placing in our different parts. So let's go with our seat support. Open that. Now I'm sure I've told you guys previously, it's really handy to try to get it lined up in the right position first. So something similar like that is okay. I'm going to be able to fix that pretty easy, but I've actually put that the wrong way. So let's have a quick look at how it fits, and there might be some things we need to change, which I'm perfectly okay with, to be honest. It's one of these things with some of these projects, and there's a lot of different angles. It's just natural to sometimes mess some of these things up. Flush those, apply. Like, why that's too long? No. Alright, and let's have a quick double check. And our holes don't line up either, so something's obviously gone wrong there, and I think it's got to do with the length of that. So if I cancel that, let's go back to our seat support, and let's have a double look at how we cut this out. We go edit sketch, dimension from there to there. Cancel. All right, let's delete this. Dimension from here to dimension to the bottom. See if that makes a difference. Save that. Yes. Cool. Assembly 2. And it fits. And the holes line up. Cool. So that was a real easy fix. There might be a couple more of those that we need to do, but that's okay. I actually that's all good. Cool. Alright, let's place in our back support. Open that up. So, that's actually not too bad. So I'm going to click it there. Constrain. Let's constrain that top edge. Not with that, we don't want to do that. We want to constrain the bottom edge, sorry. Bottom edge over here with that edge there. Go apply. And we can flush these. Apply. What if we constrain that top bit? Constrain with that, make it best friends. Cool. So you can see we've also made this one a little bit too big. I'm assuming that's just going to be the exact same issue with my measurements that I had before. So, but beauty of it is going back in here, right clicking on, not on that, right click on here, edit sketch, delete, dimension, whoa, save that, see how that fitted. Okay, not well. Oh, no, not too bad. One of those lined up. We have a gap. No, now it's way too small. Combination of factors, maybe. Seat support, no. Back support, does look too small. Main stem, especially for that. So let's have a quick look at this one. We go edit sketch. 70. That should fit. Let's try changing it. Cool. Save that. Assembly 2. And how's that looking? Like our lines don't match up at all. So what we might quickly do is get rid of our different constraints that we did. Delete those. I'm going to go constrain that edge to that edge, apply, and that edge to that edge, apply. Okay, so let's have a bit of a play and figure it out. Okay, so I had a bit of a play, and I very sillily stuffed up the main stem. So if you guys are following me along to the absolute letter, you might have noticed that if I go hit edit sketch, I made the ends of it. So I made these ends were 70 long, which is on an angle, so it's not going to be 70. And it changed the overall dimension to 63 point something or other. So now coming in here, make sure I've got my measurements right in there. I just finished, I saved, and then we're all good and it all fits together. So having a bit of a look there. Fortunately, it doesn't sit perfect. But yeah. Also, something's wrong with these ones because yeah, I changed it, didn't I? So if I go back into here, seat support, I need to edit what I changed here. Edit sketch. Delete that. Dimension. So it feels good being originally right about a few things, but then figuring out that a long way back you made a bit of a stuff up. So now for this final one, let's put our dowels in to hold these halving joints together. So let's go and place. I'm only using the 19mm dowels for these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, did I? Or maybe I placed it behind it. Yeah, I did. Alright. Okay, so let's zoom in. And we're going to go constrain. We're constraining these center lines together first. Apply, and then we can flush them afterwards. And doing the same thing down here. Center lines first, so we know they're nicely in the middle. Apply. And apply, and then flushing them off afterwards. Apply. Alright, cool. So we've got all of that together. So we need to make sure we save it, as we had to do a little bit of problem solving with it. So we're going to do this main frame assembly. Okay. Cool. That's good. Alright. Awesome. So we've got the seat, we've got our frame. We now just need to really put it all together. So for that, what we're going to do is open up a new one. And again, breaking it up like this gives you kind of more places you can change certain things if you've made a mistake, like I generally do. Now, what we want to do, because that seat was on such a drastic angle, we're actually going to bring the, the frame was in on such a drastic angle. We're actually going to bring the seat in first, and then we can constrain everything to this seat. So now we've got constraint. Let's get our origin point set first and foremost. Apply, and let's go sideways as well. Apply. So now that is locked in place, so that way when we bring in the frames, it's going to fit nicely. Okay, cool. So let's go place, main frame, open. Now let's rotate this around a little bit. I'm going to rotate it with the y-axis a couple times, so it's sort of in the right way. You see we've got the circular front on the chair, so I can kind of see that that's the right way. And we'll put our two of these in. Okay, so let's constrain these. That edge to that edge, apply, and let's, hopefully we got our measurements right. Definitely don't have our measurements right. Cancel. Okay, now this fits in, so having a look at our drawing, it fits in with a little bit of an angle left from the front. Okay, so let's try to make that happen. So, and or I think we actually might just need one more. Oh no, that should be okay. So if I go to constrain, we constrain it to there. Apply. Cool. Actually no, we had it right up there because, so I'm gonna have to edit that now. That one, delete. Because we need it with the front, because we were spacing out our holes in it from there. So constrain that to, it's gonna let me do it. Oh, I think I'm being silly. I need to delete these now. No, that one's fine. That's fine. Alright, cool. I think, so the only thing I need to do is constrain that with that. Can let me cancel? No, it's not. So maybe it wasn't the center lines, maybe we're trying to constrain that with, and we might have to cancel that actually and get that out of the way. We can constrain that circle with this circle. Let me do it? No. Alright, so I've made a mistake somewhere. Let's delete that. Let's constrain. Oh, no, we center line, so we constrain center line with this center line and go apply. Alright, awesome. So that worked well. You can see there, that's worked okay. And we actually we need just one more plank on the back, so that's why it was there. It doesn't look quite right. So we can actually constrain this though, and then we'll sort that out afterwards. So center line there, center line there, apply. And then if we can, constrain that with that. Nope. It's been hard to get along with today. So let's delete that one. Oh, mainly because I was trying to constrain the wrong thing. I just realised just then. That was silly. Constrain them again. Apply. And then I should be able to constrain that edge with that edge. Oh, I just did it wrong again. constrain the edge with the edge. Nah, not liking me. Let's delete that. Constrain that with that. Apply. Cool. And then we were flushing that with that. Apply. Cool. Alright. Finally we're done. Ish. We still need to do that one last area. And let's actually have a double check because it might be too long. So we need to go to inspect, measure. How far is it from here to... Let's get the angle right so I don't make a mistake. There. 55.028. Okay, so now I've had enough of making mistakes. So we know this is 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Which is, yeah, 2, 4, 5. So 5 sevens are 35. Add another one on, that is 420 millimeters. So all I can actually do, I can just go back and fix up this seat support here. That way I can add another one in and it'll fit perfect, which I definitely should have figured out before. But, so 420, cool, finish, save, and then I can go back and add in, where's my seat assembly? I can go to assemble, place, and we can add another seat panel, open that up, place that there, okay, constrain there, and then flush that off. Apply. Alright, so let's save that, and let's have a quick squiz at this, and we can see that it all works perfect, except for those. So let's quickly go back and make sure, oh no, there we go. Oh, just moving everything a little bit sometimes helps it refresh, that's why I tested it out. Yeah, but that looks actually really good. Nice. And so now let's add our very final last piece to this assembly, which is the cross brace there. So assemble, place, no, what do we call it? Footrest. Open. Oh no, it's not even the last thing though either. I'm being silly again. Let's rotate it on the y-axis a couple times. And we're going to... Oh, I've still done it the wrong way. Constrain. I want you constrained to here. Apply, and I want you constrained to here. Not gonna let me do it. What is that? That's come up with an error. Just because I want to make sure this doesn't move. Let's try doing that. Okay, cool. So that worked. Now, like I've said before as well, need to make sure you get this reasonably close. So because that's trying to flip all the way around, it's not liking that at all. So we can flip it that way. And then constrain that line with that line. Apply. And two backs. Apply. Cool. Let's go. I've made this too, oops, cancel. Made this too big now as well. Easy, easy, easy fix. So what we're quickly going to do is go to inspect, measure. How far is it between these? Really, really simple measurement. Which that's actually not looking right now either. Not looking happy. So yeah, it's halfway in, which is definitely not right. Oh, it's only held together by that. That's no good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to assemble, constrain. Let's do some flushes. So we'll flush that with that. Apply. And then let's constrain the back. Done. Alright, so that's very similar to the other one, but I think that's probably got the same issue. Oh no, that's fine. Don't know why that's fine, the other one's not. Okay, cancel that. So we've only attached that one edge. So really quickly, let's constrain that face to that face, apply, straighten those, apply. Right, so now at least it's straight, it's actually where it needs to be. Let's have a quick double check of that measurement there, like we've talked about before. So we're going to inspect, measure between here and here. Same but different. 322.012, so I'm just going to go 322. Exit that, let's go to footrest. Edit sketch. Ooh, no it's not. Edit extrusion. Edit feature, sorry. 322. Enter. Okay, save that, and it should be not fitting at all. What's going on in my life? Let's measure it one more time. Oh, I went from the inside, not the outside. I'm a silly person. 360. Edit feature. Save that. Now let's have a look. You're gonna. Did I save it? I did save it, or else it wouldn't be. It would be fitting. Delete that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Whoa. So, what did I think I deleted a flash. I'm gonna flash that and that. Okay. Oh, yeah, not lined up at all. Oh, okay. So that's still only connected there. Constrain. Alright. Now it's all put together. Alright, well that was a really frustrating assembly. That I've learnt a bit about, but it has actually turned out really nice. Oh, still not quite all the same. Did that move? It did move. So, where's that one? So just recapping, you can click on that and double check. So we've got a flush there, and we've got a connection at the back, but we have nothing connecting it to the front. So if we go constrain, what's going to fix this if we go here and here and go okay, and that should fix that. So you turn it to the side, and it all matches up. So there was a little bit of deviation before that I saw, and that's the only reason that I was able to pick that out. So now we've done a assembly of that. We're going to do a quick presentation view / assembly in the next video. But like I've said before, make sure naming everything so we get a complete assembly as well. So hopefully you guys have learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me make all the mistakes that I made. And hopefully on the next video I will make far less mistakes. So see you then.